And to health matters now, where it has emerged that SHA has not contracted services for hospitals abroad, meaning Kenyans who are currently seeking or receiving treatment outside the country will have to foot their own bills. A SHA CEO, Dr. Mercy Mwangangi, says that the authority has not sought service providers yet due to the ongoing verification process that is currently ongoing, leaving 100 stranded abroad without settling their medical bills. The MPs were taken aback by the response and directed the CEO to forego the bureaucratic bottlenecks and settle the debts for the Kenyans seeking treatment in other parts of the country.
Lost will be recovered. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Let's have CEO.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Honourable
Members. We'll be
members.
asking the legal officer to come back so that we need to engage her more on two fronts, that issue and also the other bit when she comes back. Oh, this is the legal officer. And your neighbor is?
Claims.
Oh, claims. Yes. Fine. Proceed.
Thank you. Thank you, Chair and Honourable members. I'll start with the unapproved foreign trip. So at the time then, 2022, NHIF sought approval for the overseas trip for its board members, and the approval was obtained from the head of public service. We have attached an appendix where Appendix 0 shows the subject matter, which was a study tour to Thailand, and we'll be able to avail, it shows also the agenda of the trip, the discussions that were held during the trip. We will avail, it shows the visa proceedings, it also shows the clearance, the travel clearance in respect of Dr. Richard Thuo Kamau, who was a board member, who had been invited, as well as the travel clearance from the head of public service for the chief executive officer, as well as board members Silpa Owich, Andrew Owinyo, and Rachel Monyoncho. Chair, we take note of the honourable members' guidance in terms of the requisite approval processes. However, for this specific trip that is on item number 3, unapproved foreign trips, the requisite approvals were sought from the head of public service and travel clearances. With regards to the issue of unabsorbed staff, I'd like to state that our PSC establishment curtailed the number of staff from a previous 1,700 to 815. And so the approved establishment that we have from PSC can only fit 815 officers. What this means is that there will have to be officers that will transition out. NHIF previously had about 1,700. It means half of these officers would transition out. Through the court process, consent was signed by PSC and SHA for salary to self, whereby this staff will transition with their salaries, personal to holder, to different MDAs, and PSC is leading this process of ensuring that the deployment takes place. But it's important to note that SHA is already constrained by an establishment that cuts the numbers by half, and we have to follow the establishment by PSC. With regards to the CARO scheme, again, through the chair, the honourable member is correct. The CARO scheme was operating under the previous defunct NHIF. However, I'd like to state that the loss ratio of the CARO scheme was 214%. It means that for every 1 shilling that was paid in, NHIF defunct had to pay out 214 shillings. So it was a highly loss-making and sustainable scheme. Currently, there is a conversation being held through the Ministry of Health with the CARO Association to look at that scheme and to compute any new premiums that will be required. But it's important to note that the new law does not prescribe for the uptake of the CARO scheme because under NHIF, it was an enhanced scheme. The current SHE Act does not allow for the uptake. Proposes that
That has been SHA CEO Dr. Mercy Mwangangi there responding to queries from members of parliament after it has emerged that some Kenyans are being stranded abroad because SHA has not cleared their outstanding bills. But in her own words, she has stated that the authority is currently verifying debt owed to hospitals abroad, claims made during the defunct NHIF.